Hi everyone, sorry I had to zoom in there for just a second. Welcome to my channel. My name is Colleen and this is Arcana Rising. Please like, share, and subscribe. And definitely check out my Instagram as well. It's Arcana Rising. So this is the overview, general overview for March 2019 for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I have the cards all dealt out here. I'm just flipping them over real quick. I created a new spread to work with this month just to get a little bit more information for this month, especially since we've got a lot of stuff going on. We've got Mercury retrograde on March 5th. We had the new moon on March 6th, and we also had Uranus shifting into Taurus, and it's going to stay in there for about 7 to 7.5 years or so. So there's a lot of energy to get used to right now, and a lot of self-care is being called in this month and slowing down. You know, don't try to force things. Yeah, so that's my little tidbit before we get into the cards. So I'm going to tilt the camera down and we're going to look at the whole spread together, and I'm going to go through every card one by one. Okay, so let me just make sure we can see everything. And I'm using this headset with a microphone, these you know, the earbuds with the microphone attached to see if it sounds better. So let me know in the comments below if you can hear me better than previous months. And let me just adjust things a little so we can see all of them. All right, cool. Okay, so we're going to start with the theme for the month of March for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse here. And when I see this card in reverse, I feel like it's talking about the extremes of this energy. We have the Four of Pentacles upright talks about protection, talks about, you know, overly cautious about your money, you know, really conservative with your finances, and, you know, things to that degree. When it's in reverse, I see it as overspending, you know, maybe being greedy in a way, or selfish kind of energy, or just an overspending, overexerting energy as well. So it's either like you're over saving and protecting what you've accumulated, or you are overspending and, you know, throwing money around, or throwing your energy around too. It could be just, are you protecting your energy this month? You know, maybe that's something that's kind of being called in here, a need for self-protection this month. So like this could also be like overly focused on yourself, upright, and then like overly focused on other things, you know, besides yourself in the reverse. So then we have the Two of Cups. Sorry, my brain just like paused for a moment. Which is interesting. Maybe that's a message for you also. Two of Cups here. And this is talking about partnerships. So this is in the challenge position this month. So I'm wondering if maybe this greed kind of energy, selfish kind of energy. So maybe this is, yeah, more, you're more focused on yourself in regards to partnerships. Like, where is your focus this month in regards to partnerships? Are you approaching it with a selfish kind of energy, or are you approaching it, you know, with a balanced working with each other kind of energy? So the challenge this month is the ability to work with others, and, you know, how you are handling your partnerships this month. Maybe you're holding back. You know, are you holding back, or are you going in the other extreme and like smothering? So I feel like this is a month of extremes for some reason for you. It's either like really holding back, or just like way too far in, you know, what that could be making the other person uncomfortable in a way. So there's something to really pay attention to. Is there a balance here in regards to whatever partnership is being challenged this month? So here we have the Earth position here, and this talks of, you know, the physical realm, the, you know, your health, your physical body, your finances, your career, things to that degree. And here, it's interesting, being in the Earth position, we have 2 Swords cards. Swords are all about the mental aspects of the self. So I feel like maybe you're not even like feeling grounded. This could be another message for you here, because his feet are on these pentacles here, which are a representation of the earth element. You know, maybe there's a lack of groundedness this month, which makes sense because we are in Pisces season and we just had the Pisces new moon. So we have the 4 of Swords reversed, and we have the 3 of Swords right next to each other. So this could be talking about overexhaustion in relationships, or being worn out from a breakup, or being worn out from these swords. You know, it's like, who put these swords in your heart? You know what I mean? You know, and this is like a mental betrayal, basically. So who put these here? Are these your mind, you know, torturing your heart with past relationship energy, you know, like overthinking about past relationships and maybe how they're affecting your current one, and it's creating this sense of ungroundedness this month, which is interesting because I felt really spacey when I first started doing this reading. I'm sure you just noticed me doing that, like kind of like spacing and pausing and kind of stumbling on my words here with these 2 here. So I really feel like there's a sense of extreme ungroundedness this month, which is like putting all of your energy into like the mental, into your mind instead of your body. And that could be depleting you. That could be overexhausting you, because your mind is in overdrive and kind of looking to the past. It could be either you're looking to the past, at past relationships and how they worked out, and looking at those triggers in those relationships, and maybe, you know, coming up in this current relationship or partnership. You know, it could be a business relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a love relationship, or this is currently talking about the ending of a relationship coming up, and it's the breakup, you know, aspect of it is wearing down, is overexhausting you, is just wearing your mind down this month, and is making you like really out of your body. This is in reverse. Really out of your body this month. and not protecting yourself, as in like not taking care of your body, you know what I mean? Not protecting your energy. So I feel like that's how it's presenting in the physical realm, is like you're not in the physical realm is what it feels like. It feels like you're floating outside of your body, or you're just like, you're totally just living in the mind this month and not in your body. This is the air aspect of this spread, and this relates to all things mental, the mental aspects of the mind, of the self, you know, communication, ideas, and inspiration, and things to that degree. So it feels like your mind, you know, there's an opportunity for some insight into how to get to a place of, oh, let me actually just tell you right here, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Ten of Pentacles here. So this is like presenting to you opportunities on ideas of how to approach the physical realm for yourself, and also, you know, family ties, family relationships, you know, your financial aspects this month, and your career. So it feels like if you are not putting all of your focus onto what's ending or what happened in the past, there's a potential for some, you know, for some real inspiration on how to focus on the now and also on the future, how to self-sustain, and how to, you know, surround yourself with a supportive group, you know, supporting yourself, and, you know, feeling secure again, feeling whole again, feeling grounded again, you know, coming back to your body, being fully, you know, in your body, and, you know, physically healthy and feeling whole, you know what I mean? Because I feel like physically, maybe you're currently not feeling whole, you're feeling incomplete, you're kind of living outside of your body this month, focusing on the past, on the heartbreak, on, you know, things that are ending possibly as well. And, you know, at the same time, you're receiving downloads on how to take care of yourself to get to this place of where you actually want to be. So it's like, you know, we got to clear the mind so that we can hear the solutions, you know. Wow, there's a lot of sword energy this month. Wow, okay, so this is the fire aspect of this spread that I created, and this is, you know, referring to your passions, your aspirations, your achievements, your goals, and your intentions for this month. And here we have the Two of Swords, and she's sitting there in indecision. You know, she's weighing the pros and cons of whatever's coming her way, but it's also like very stagnant, so I feel like she's not willing to compromise her ideals. You know, she's kind of protecting herself in a way similar to the way that this guy's protecting himself. He's blocking himself with something physical in front of him, in front of his chest. So she's got the swords crossed over her chest, almost like setting some serious boundaries for herself. You know, saying like, don't cross me. And also, you know, she's got a bandage thing over her eyes, you know, not really willing to compromise, not really willing to see any other sides to this situation. So how does that, you know, pour into the fire energy this month? So I feel like there's a feeling of stagnancy occurring this month because you are in this like rigid state this month of like not willing to be flexible, and, you know, not willing to compromise, not really willing to work with whatever the situation is in terms of partnerships and relationships, friendships, could be coworker, business relationship. So I feel like it's kind of just blocking your path forward, your ability to continue forward this month. So I feel like everything's kind of like hit like a halt here until you address, the mind, really. It's like you need to be taking care of the mental aspects of yourself this month so that you can, hit the gas again towards the end of the month. And it's, I'm not surprised to see this many swords here. Libra is an air sign, and this is Mercury retrograde at this time. And, so it's going to be affecting you. Definitely. It seems to be affecting you, making it difficult for you to like see the forest for the trees. Basically, it's like you're looking at, maybe you're just kind of like overly focused on everything that's gone wrong in your life in the past, and it's making it difficult for you to see the opportunities of the future, and not really being willing to see your future. So it's kind of like put a halt on your goals. I think that I would suggest, with this new moon or with the full moon, I would set an intention for releasing, being, okay, so setting the intention for being open to all possibilities, setting the intention for being open to new ideas and suggestions and advice. Swords again. And that's really, that really confirms this feeling like you are super ungrounded this month, because it's like you are so up in your head, so up in your mind this month, that it's like you are not even in your body. So this is the water placement for this spread, and this is talking about the emotions, love aspects and relationships in all forms. And here we have the Eight of Swords, and she's tied up. She is blindfolded, and she's surrounded by swords that almost look like a weird little jail for her in some strange way. And this is like talking about this feeling like you're helpless, this feeling of being victimized, or like you have no control of this situation. And then when it comes to like the water aspects, I feel like you aren't able to control your emotions this month, because maybe your mind is really taking charge of this situation, and it's making it difficult for you to process those emotions and make sense of them. And when they're coming up, you're coming from a place of helplessness and from a place of like, I am the victim of this situation. How could you do this to me? Like, my brain's in overdrive. I can't even process everything that's going on. Like, leave me alone, basically. Or this could also be like really the only way that you can really get yourself untied from this situation is through asking for help from others. So that could be also a message here from you. The need to reach out and ask for assistance this month is really going to benefit you emotionally, and it's going to help to improve your relationships in general this month. Admitting that you can't do everything on your own, and admitting that, trying to fix things through just the mind isn't going to fix things. We have to be in the physical realm to actually make things happen. Like, it's okay to like try to understand things, but then it gets to this place of like obsession, or you're just like going over it and over it and over it again, and you're getting nowhere because you're not in the physical realm, you're in the mental realm and trying to work the problem from that place. And it's saying like, we need to work the problem from the physical place. We need to get grounded again so that we can fix this situation with this partnership. And this could be saying we need to be asking for help from someone within a partnership that we have, from a friend, from a loved one, from a business partner, you know, admitting that you can't do everything on your own. I feel like that's a major message this month. You can't do everything on your own. Stop focusing on the past and everything that's gone wrong, because it's just like putting your mind in overdrive and overexhausting you. And when you allow yourself to just release that, you know, let that pain from the past go, then, you know, you can kind of clear your mind more, get some real clarity on where it is that you're going, because this is where you really want to be. It's like happy home life, family life, financial life is, you know, you're fully supported, you're self-sustained, you're supporting yourself, you're grounded, you know, all of those positive things. Those answers to how to get there are going to be coming in as long as you are grounded. As long as you are putting the focus on the two of you and not just on yourself. Keeping that balance in the relationship and not just having it all about you all the time. You know what I mean? That makes so much sense with what was happening in the beginning of this reading, because I kept like pausing and stumbling over myself. And pause. This is the oracle card that came up for you guys today. And notice that she's outside, walking around nature. She's getting grounded. She's slowing down. She's getting centered. This is where we need to be this month. We need to allow ourselves the time to slow down and get reconnected with ourselves so that we can, you know, actively heal the situation instead of letting our imagination get the best of us, letting our mind and our fears get the best of us and like entrap us in this mental situation that, you know, you can only handle so much on your own. Getting grounded, pausing, meditation, big time this month. Getting yourself outside, get outside. So you got 3 oracle cards this month. We have Bountiful Harvest, and we have Infinite Blessings as well. And these are very similar to each other, just assuring you that you are fully supported and you are on the path of getting to this place of being fully supported and self-sustaining and, you know, to this place of like feeling whole, feeling complete, feeling fully connected to the people around you and to yourself. You have the ability to create some massive abundance in your life. But it's just really a matter of taking the time to slow down and reconnect with yourself completely, not just in your mind, like in, you know, your entire body. So that's my message for you this month, is really get yourself grounded, get yourself outside. And that's when the abundance will start flowing in again, because you'll clear your mind of the pointless, like hamster running on a wheel energy of like things that you can't control because they happened in the past, or maybe they're happening now. Maybe it's a breakup or the ending of something. In regards to partnerships, you know, you need to stay in the physical realm to continue the process, to continue addressing it and, you know, being present so that, you know, you can clear it away if it needs to be cleared away. And then you can create some new space for some inspiration on how to get to where you actually want to go. Be open to those suggestions. Be open to the advice of others. You know, take a look at the boundaries you've created for yourself as well. You know, have you put up some major walls between you and another? Is that why you're having these rifts this month? And know that, you know, you aren't helpless. And if you're really feeling like you can't see what's ahead, you can't see the forest for the trees this month, you really need to be asking for help, whether that's, you know, with this specific partner or friend, or with a therapist or a supportive community. And they'll help to untie those ropes and help you to see the truth. Because maybe that's what you're avoiding. You're avoiding the truth of the situation. So like maybe you're feeling like you need to break up with somebody, but you haven't addressed it. And, you know, you're feeling like helpless and victimized because you aren't willing to face the truth of the situation. Or maybe you're seeing that it's coming to an end. Okay, so Libra, that is your message for March 2019. It's a pretty intense one, so making sure that you are taking care of yourself this month is super, super important. Getting yourself grounded, you know, getting yourself reconnected with your body in any way possible is super important this month. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I send you so much love. See you next month. Take care.